whoever is your educator, they play a huge role in your student experience. Special shout out to Justice Maxwell, Abdi Adib, and Professor David Goodis. The program is advertised as a weekend program, so I don't know why we would have a midterm or a final during the middle of the week. Employers and such. Oh. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl here, Ella, joining you live from a lecture hall out here in UofT. Yay! If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us here. Over here we discuss about my journey to becoming a lawyer out here in Canada, and I share that journey with you every step of the way. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for riding with me through this journey. I really appreciate. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post my videos, and you can leave me a comment right now or at the end of the video letting me know what you enjoyed about today's video, or if you have any questions, or just telling me of how beautiful I'm looking today, right? Okay, in today's video I'm going to be updating you all on my second semester in the GPLLM program. If you didn't already know, I am a GPLLM candidate at the University of Toronto, and I have, well, I say just concluded my second semester in a way, but yeah, technically I've done exams now, so I have finished my second semester. In this video I'm going to be telling you what my second semester experience was like, because it was very, very different from my first semester experience. I believe I made a video after the first semester and gave you guys the update, so this is me updating you now about the second semester experience. So right about now I've taken about 9 courses in total. I feel like I have learned a lot. Like I feel very, very knowledgeable. So this semester I did criminal law, which I thoroughly enjoyed. This was not my same experience in the UK, but studying criminal law here was very, very, very nice. I really, really liked it. I understood the law, maybe because I had background from studying in the UK, but I really enjoyed my criminal law experience. I enjoyed the readings, I enjoyed the cases, I enjoyed learning about Canadian criminal law. I also did administrative law, and that was great as well. I wasn't prepared for it to be great. You know, we hear a lot of stories about admin law and how boring and procedural it can get, but it was really, really great. I had a good time. And I also did tort law, and I did tort law in the UK. If you know me personally, you know I never liked my tort law experience. I did not like it at all, but I was looking forward to see what this experience would be like in Canada, giving tort law a different chance, but I didn't go in with high expectations, and surprisingly I left that class feeling very, very good about the course. What I found now that I had to redo tort law, I did a bit of admin law in the UK and also criminal law in the UK as well, but what I find is that whoever is your educator, so your instructor, your professor, they play a huge role in your student experience, in whether you would enjoy a course or how well you understand it, especially if you're someone that doesn't have interest in that area. So for example, I never really enjoyed criminal law. I didn't enjoy my tort law experience. Admin law, I kind of did that with public law in the UK, like in the same module. But here I think the 3 profs who taught me, so special shout out to Justice Maxwell, who did my criminal law cohort, because we're divided into different cohorts, so I'm speaking about my own experience. There was Abdi Adib, who taught tort law, and Professor David Goodis, who did administrative law. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience in those 3 classes. I liked the readings, I liked going there, you know, prepared to participate. I liked the style of how they taught, the teachings, and they really wanted us to understand the module and have a good experience. And like, shout out to Justice Maxwell, who brought in donuts on our final lecture. You know, we had that class Saturday evenings, you know, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So people are usually drained out by that time, because we'd have tort law in the morning and criminal law in the afternoon. But those donuts, I was literally craving donuts that week, but I didn't just want to get them for myself. And then seeing her come into class with the big bags of Krispy Kreme, it was like Santa Claus. It was like writing what you wanted Santa to give you on Christmas Day, and he heard you and then brought it to class. But this time Santa is a woman, Santa is a female judge, you know. I so really enjoyed it, and yeah, I put in some videos and pictures for you guys to see as well. Oh my god, you guys, we got like, we get donuts in class today from the judge. This is
my god.
You guys. Someone said it's not even the cheap one. It's not Tim Hortons. It's Krispy Kreme. Oh, are they all? They're probably all. But that was a wonderful learning experience. So yes, that is for that course-wise. I did a lot of other things this semester. I know I've spoken about the crazy snowstorm that we had to come in to attend our admin law class, our second admin law class. But that was that was a crazy experience. This semester we had midweek midterms and exams, which I did not like. So for example, Wednesday nights, on 2 Wednesday nights, the first Wednesday night, I think it was a tort midterm or something. I can't really remember, but we had a midterm on a Wednesday night, so 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then we had our criminal law final exam 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night as well, and that was not pretty. I mean, my brain already shuts down. Like I'm more of a I like to do schoolwork and whatnot in the mornings, in the daytime, but having to write exams and midterms in the middle of the week at night in the winter was not my forte as well. So those are some things about this second semester I did not like. I don't know if the administrative team for GPLM program, those who structure the timetables, if they could have done anything to make it be a weekend exam or midterm. I don't know why it had to be during the week, but I found out quite annoying. And also because the program is advertised as a weekend program, so I don't know why we would have a midterm or a final during the middle of the week. It just doesn't, I don't understand what it is, but yeah, if you are in the GPLM committee or something, that you know the reason why, it would be great for me to know why we had to have our schedule that way. It is the last day of class for the winter semester, so today is March 21st or so, and it was lovely because we had our criminal prof bring like a batch of donuts to class, like big boxes, and I had 4 donuts. I'm so happy and I'm thankful. Shout out to UofT, man. I'm enjoying my program and I have enjoyed the 3 courses that I had. The only challenge today is that the trains and whatnot aren't working, so gotta start running home. But nonetheless, admin law, criminal law, tort law, you owe me nothing. I owe you everything for the exams. So to my professors, Professor Goodies for administrative law, to Professor Abdi for tort law, and to Professor Justice Maxwell for criminal law, thank you so much for this amazing semester. I have had a wonderful time being taught here at UofT. Understood the concepts, engaged with the readings, did my studies, engaged in class. Everything was beautiful. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. This is my beautiful campus. I haven't had time to show you all around the campus. Heck, I haven't been able to go around UofT. UofT is freaking huge. What do you expect? So let's see what I can do about that as the months become warmer. But yeah, let me run now and go catch my bus. Bye you all. Like, share, subscribe. I did a lot of networking as well this semester, which you all know. You've been watching my videos. If you have, hopefully you would have seen that I've been doing a lot of networking, getting to know more lawyers, speaking to people from different walks of life who are in different practice areas, and just generally using my time to learn about their experiences. If you haven't already watched it, you would have seen that I went to watch a criminal trial and I followed the trial. That trial lasted for 3 weeks, but I went on days that I could have gone on, and it was also in between my midterms as well, so I had to pick specific days of when I could go to court and when I couldn't go to court. And it was so hurtful, but I missed the verdict, after watching the trial from the beginning and during, to miss the verdict because of I had to study for midterms, and I didn't even know when the jury was going to make a decision on whether to convict or to acquit. I didn't know that, but it was great. I eventually found out what the verdict was anyways, but I would have really, really liked to see the end. I don't like starting what I can't finish, but anyways, I'll get over it. But yeah, I have that experience now, watching a jury trial, watching a jury selection process, networking, doing a lot of things in the winter, I would say. And unfortunately, after my final exams, I could see it coming, but my body completely shut down. I was very, very sick for almost 2 weeks. I was knocked out. I couldn't do anything. And that was a harsh reality I came to terms with, because I pushed and overextended myself. Like, you would see me everywhere, like networking, I'm there, school, I'm there, here I'm there. And I don't regret those experiences, but it's just something that looking back on, I wouldn't really change anything, but I feel better now. It's the sickness really made me pause. I had to cancel all appointments, everything that I had. I'm like, okay, Ella, you've not been listening to your body. Right now you must. Like, if you don't listen to your body will force you. That's what I learned. And you're not getting younger anyways, so what you were getting away with in your earlier days, your younger years, you're not getting away with it now. You can stress yourself, but as you grow older, you have to listen to your body, take care of your mind. If the body is saying rest, listen to it and rest. Don't actually rest. Don't keep thinking, what do I have to do? Sleep is important, you guys. I was looking for sleep. I wanted to sleep, but I was so sick and I couldn't sleep. That's how bad it was. It was terrible. But I'm happy now. I'm happier now. I'm recovering a bit, so I thank God for that. Some harsh realities I've learned this second semester in terms of looking for articling positions and employment and whatnot is that obviously still many employers, many people are still not familiar with internationally trained lawyers or internationally trained law graduates or the NCA process or the NCA candidates and our timelines. So it's something that you have to keep explaining yourself to different sets of people. It's a harsh reality because you're qualified, but you have to work extra hard to prove yourself over and over again. That's something that I've come to see in my second semester. Although from past experiences of people that I've spoken to in the past, it was a bit worse for them because, let's say 5 years back, it wasn't as friendly as it is welcoming to internationally trained lawyers or internationally trained law graduates. But now we're having more people who have gone through that process and they're in the system now, so it's a bit nicer to us, but it doesn't mean that the challenges and the harsh realities are not there of you having to always prove yourself and explain your degree and your path and your timelines, which might not traditionally fit with a law student who went to Canada for law school. So if you did a LLB or a JD program in Canada. In terms of timeline, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, usually in Canada, for the common law jurisdiction, in terms of applying to law school or getting summer positions at firms or government organizations or getting articling positions, they're typically done a year in advance. So for example, the articling positions available now, most of them start in 2027. So if you're a second year law student here, it means that by next year you would have graduated, so you would technically be applying for the articling positions for 2027. Am I sweating? Yeah, it's really hot. For 2027. And maybe you would have applied last year for a summer position for 2026. So for example, you have some people who would do their first year 1L summer at a law firm, come back, do their second 2L summer, and then article with that same law firm or government organization. It's kind of structured. It's like from school, you apply to law school a year in advance, you get in and everything is just 1 year before. But for ITLs, if you're taking the NCA exam, that might be different for you. Some people might finish the NCA exam in 3 months. Some people might take them the entire 5-year timeline they've been given. And so you don't necessarily fit into that traditional structure in terms of timelines. So for example, when I finish my NCA requirements this year and I meet the qualifications, I would be prepared to start articling. But because of how the LSO timelines are structured, it will be hard unless people already have articling positions waiting for them, which will be great. But for those who do not, it might be hard finding an articling position right now. The best chances might be to look forward to 2027. And usually those articling positions come out, it depends on the jurisdiction where you're in. So for example, in Toronto and Ontario, they usually come out around April. You have April and then deadlines are in June ahead. So during that time, you send in all your applications to the different places where you want to work out. And this is a lot of work. You're getting your resumes together, getting your cover letters that are structured for each and tailored to each application you want to apply for, learning about that firm or that government organization that you want to apply for, because you have to tell them why they should accept you out of the hundreds, if not thousands of people that are applying to them, and getting your references together, getting your school transcripts together and getting all those documents ready to apply for articling that is for next year. So these are some things that come with the second semester and the harsh realities that I would say that I am having to deal with, and not only me, many people in my position as well. Another thing I've learned in terms of now networking for harsh reality is not everyone you reach out to will be responsive, and that's fine. People are busy, give them graces. If you try once, you try twice, there's a probability they've seen that email, or maybe they're on vacation, or they're just swamped with work. Move on with your life. Yeah, I started seeing it as corporate legal ghosting, or like sometimes you've spoken to people before, they're like, yeah, reach out, and then you do, and then they don't reply back to you. Don't take it to heart. That's what I have taught myself in this process. Another thing is you might apply to lots and tons of jobs and for lots of summering positions, or lots of summer positions, or lots of articling positions, and you might not get a response, or sometimes you might go through the interview process and they choose someone else. It's a lot of mental challenges for you, especially when you know that you are qualified. And what I've learned from myself and from people around me is that you just have to keep going, because once you get your journeys, the no's that you're being told, they're redirecting you to the yes that you would eventually be told. So yeah, second semester has been more really practical for me. Another thing in terms of timelines I forgot to add is that for internationally trained lawyers, the best things for us obviously will be to start articling. Look at me forgetting the bar exams. Obviously you have to do the bar exams as well, but it will be to start articling and getting that practical experience of the law. But most times, from what I've heard and learned about the licensing process and about different firms or government organizations, not every employer advertises roles for articling students. Some of them would choose their articling students from people who do summer roles with them. So you would only see them advertising for 1L or 2L roles, because they want their articling students to come from people who have already worked with them in the past. So many NCA candidates who are most likely already experienced and trained lawyers, yes, there are some law graduates like myself, but there are people who are already trained and might have already full-time jobs that they're working on, might have the grapple with the realities of having to choose to say, okay, do I go and start, I really like this firm, or I really like this government organization, do I quit my job here or take some time off and go and do summer, let me just call it summer internships for the layman language, like a summer internship, a few months of summer with these people. Then what happens with the gap year? Because after summer, you've met your NCA qualifications. What then do you do with your life? Do you start looking for another job? Some people I've spoken to have been fortunate to have employers who retain them for that weird gap timeline that they have and allow them to start articling in the next year. So for example, you might have someone who might have been a summer student at a firm or at a government organization in the summer of 2025, that was last year. And let's say they finished being their summer student role, they've met their NCA requirements, but the firm or the government organization does not start articling until the next year. They've been gracious enough to have some employers that create positions for them, give them like a title, and they're still doing legal work, but then they have to wait till the next year to actively start articling based on the LSO timeline. So it's just always like there's a lot of information, and I'm very, very grateful to the careers team here, Erica Bailey at the GPLLM at UofT, that always give us this updates about timelines and LSO licensing and NCA, because it can be a lot if you want to go in and research by yourself. It's easier if someone has like done the work and they're telling you about all these things and like the timelines that you have to be aware of. But yeah, it's more of the reality of, okay, I'm rounding up the academic side of wanting to become a lawyer here, and I'm actually going into the practical side, and just that rigid breakthrough to be able to get in and like find the right employer who's like willing to invest in me and have and teach me all those hands-on skills, and me also bringing what I have to the table in terms of like myself, my personalities, and what I've learned so far. Yeah, things like that. That's the realities that I've had to grapple with this second semester. On the positive side, I also had the opportunity of attending the career fair at UofT, the annual career fair, which is amazing. It also clashed with my final exams. Like that particular weekend It was terrible. I think that contributed to why I also felt really, really sick because of how much I was doing. That was really nice. I also attended the career fair networking event. So that was on a Thursday night. It was for people who were selected who it was more mild. It was not like a networking event, but employers came. It was not structured. There was food. You could just talk to people. They weren't expecting you to come like with a resume or anything, but it was more chilled than the career fair itself, and I was happy to have gotten in last minute after being on the wait list, obviously. And then on the main career fair day, it was really nice. I'll put in videos because I also recorded myself, and obviously the food, always tea. I always talk about good food because good food at a networking event, you would see me there, and it just makes people more happy. When you're hungry, you get mad, you know. So at the career fair, I was like, I'll just come in for an hour because I know I have to study for class for my tort exam. I had tort exam the next day, and then administrative law exam the day after. So that was crazy. Oh, Ella, you did a lot. I hope it all pays off. It better. Anyways, so on career fair day, I think I spoke to over 13 plus employers. It was great to see people from different fields of law, like federal government, provincial government, corporate, like just different areas. I just speak to people, ask them what they do, what it is that their firms do. A number of them were also on the student hiring committee, so it was great to put a face to people who will potentially be reading my applications in the future, to just ask them what it is you're looking for in a candidate, what makes people stand out. You know, these are some good qualities that the GPLLM program offered me, and I took advantage of that. It was great to see a number of my peers here. Yeah, even at they prepared us for the career fair. They had like webinars and Zoom sessions for people to join in, and that were recorded where students came and shared their past career fair experiences. So I went in prepared, knowing what I wanted to do, the people I wanted to ask questions of, and I think I kind of achieved that. And obviously you would see videos of me talking about the career fair, which is nice. Oh, it's a career fair networking session. Oh.
And it has been a huge pleasure quietly to work my way around the rooms and see that same sense of excitement and possibility and enthusiasm taking shape in these rooms this evening.
Don't worry.
Their time to spend with me and my classmates at the time. That general.
You're gonna come in and sign in. This looks cute. Oh, sorry, Christine is in it again. Sorry. So it's good to see the emptiness. Tomorrow when it's busy, then it's going to be like a slideshow. I have just finished the networking career session at UofT Thursday night. I can't believe I have exams in like 2 days and I came for this event, but it was good to meet new people and lawyers. And we're going to come again tomorrow for the career fair, and I'll let you all know how that goes. Hello everyone, today is the career fair day and I'm on my way to campus. I'm back in the sun. Yeah, you guys have to see my face beat. I look good today. But I was here yesterday for the career fair networking reception with employers, and that was great. Lawyers and alumni, it was great to see them. But today, Friday, March 27th, the day before my 2 exams, we're headed for the career fair. There's going to be a lunch reception, 12 p.m. at the Jackman Law campus. And I'm gonna eat first. I didn't have breakfast today, but I can trust UofT to give me good food. So I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna network and talk to professionals and see how things go. Career fair day. This is so nice. We're gonna start first by checking in. Career fair. This place is gonna be packed soon, but I gotta eat. Let's go take an overview. I have gotten my name tag, so I'm just gonna film around before it gets super crowded, and after it gets super crowded, I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna start. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never been on this floor before. No. Oh, this is so... This is the 3rd floor, and I've never been here before, but yeah, they're like employers and such. Oh. my favorite. Oh, over there. Always helping someone. Hi, Erica. She wouldn't see me, obviously. I've literally never seen this side of campus before. Oh, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. There's so many food areas, you guys, it's crazy. Such a cute setup. Reporting live from after the fair, we're eating. It's for YouTube. She said, no. Your chance to see the career fair is over. And we're just eating. My career fair experience was great. This is the end of the fair and they're wrapping up. Could have taken flowers home. I would like to say that I had a very wonderful time at the UofT 2026 career fair. It was amazing. Meeting potential employers, alumni, guests, eating my breakfast and lunch here on campus, experiencing the wonderful weather. See, someone is running. To show you how good the weather is, someone is running. But it was good to get that more networking experience, interpersonal skills, talking to people, asking them about their practices, asking them what they're looking for in students in terms of articling or summer students, and then what their firm or organization stands on NCA candidates and internationally trained lawyers and law graduates are. It was good to get that overall general perspective, and it was worth it coming today. So if you are a UofT student, whether in the JD or LLM or GPLLM program, I met some LLM program students today as well, and that was great. It will be good for you to take advantage of these opportunities and just come and talk to people. I think once you're able to see employers or alumni, people who are associates or partners at articling students at different firms, once you're able to connect with them and first see them as human beings, then the sky's your limit and you can drive those conversations. And UofT really helped us with preparing for the career conference. There were coaching sessions going on during the career fair as well. So if you felt like overwhelmed or you needed to learn how to approach a potential employer, you could go upstairs and then there will be somebody out there you could have booked a time with to help you and guide you through the process. So there is a lot of resources. I will pay a lot of money in tuition for you to take advantage of those resources. So I had a good time today, and I have been speaking for the last 3+ hours. It's time for me to be quiet. I've exhausted my word limit for the day. So it's time for me to keep short, have my brain rest, and go and study ahead of my exams this weekend. By this weekend, I mean tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and then sometime during the week as well, because I'm the GPLLM. But yeah, overall, it was a good experience, 10 over 10, signing out. And I liked the food as well. So I had breakfast and lunch here. So if I'm repeating myself a lot, I will edit the video nicely, but let's go home. I am very happy with this second semester and how it has panned out. Obviously looking forward to the third and last semester of the program, and time has flown by so quickly. Like, I remember when, I think Emily was the one saying it at our orientation, that usually the first semester is the longest, and that is true because that flew by so quickly. And the second semester is here, and that's going to fly by quickly. And now it's like articling application season. Yeah, this application season, because all the jobs are now out for articling and summer positions, and people are trying to grab as much as they can. And it's just good to finally be a part of that and to see progress. So if you were wondering what Ella has been up to in the last couple of months, first quarter of the year, the winter harsh season, this is it. And whenever you see this video when I have the time to edit and upload it. But if you've been watching so far and engaging my comments, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I hope you've been enjoying the video so far. As always, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. If I'm not able to answer them, I might direct you to somewhere else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post my videos, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful, amazing day, morning, night, whenever you see this video. Bye.